crazy journey, but I'm grateful. I'm loving who I am becoming. I'm blessed and I'm thriving. I can't complain. I'm on a higher frequency. I refuse to let you mess with me. I'm protective of my energy and my time.
Good morning, how my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this morning. How you all doing? Welcome back to the start of a new vlog. How you all doing? It is currently 10:51 a.m. I just got through doing my normal. Take my glasses off. I don't know. I found myself have to use these glasses a lot now, reading more, and then I just feel like even with me, because I just feel like my eyes is always programmed to a screen anyway. If it's no more than when I'm at work, the register, and then also with me, creating videos and content, your eyes is constantly, my eyes constantly programmed to a screen. So I try to protect my vision as best way I can. I know my vision always have been pretty good, 20/20, that's what I was always told, but I just like to protect my eyes more now, since I'm doing a lot with them, with screens and, my screening time. And so I just got through reading, did my studies. I was reading Psalms 55, and I also came across Psalms 34 too. Well, with Psalms 34, I kind of been read it before, because I was just trying to find out what I do when I be trying to find something to stay motivated, or just a scripture to, give me even though I motivate myself, but me just trying to research and find a book and, a scripture to read for my studies, I always, Google, hey, what's a good scripture to read for motivation, or to just keep, staying strong during difficult times in your life. And so it gave me Psalms 55:22, but I just read the whole Psalms 55 and 22. I kind of reflected back and just, did some little notes on there. Kind of wrote it down like a little personal diary. I did some journaling. You ought to see me do the journal. I just did that off camera. Very deep study. Also, I had yesterday was Tuesday, and so I was on a call with the church, with my home church. It was the Bible study was from 6:30 to 7 o'clock. Very great, because we reading the book of Ezekiel. So we was studying 13, and it was really a deep study. It's basically the message I got out of it is basically that you got to really have discernment in life, and knowing what's, when something is not of God, or something just don't seem right, because anybody can say that this is a message that God have gave me to give you, or, I just feel like as people, it's nothing wrong with, if someone say they have a message to, I don't know. I'm just one of these type of people that I was always told to research when you reading the Bible, because like I say, I think I have mentioned this plenty of times, you want to understand, even if you go to church, you still want to study the word for yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with hearing, the pastor or the prophet, the deacon, whoever, that do the leadership in church, to give you a message. But, sometimes you need, it's good to also, and I'm saying that's so true, that it's good to also study the message for yourself. And so basically with Ezekiel, it talk about like the false prophets, and how people, saying that God have gave them this message to deliver to others, and it's really not of God. It's just a message that they use and trying to, put God's name in it. And so it was a really deep lesson yesterday, deep study, and just hearing everybody on the call. It kind of take me back to the days when I was doing faith chat. Ooh, my nose itching. When I was doing faith chat with Rihanna Janice, I really missed being on the Zoom call with her. Hopefully she'll, maybe start back again. I know the last time, I think I was telling you all, she had stopped the fake chat over like 2 months ago. It's been over 2 months ago. She posted on her community page that she wasn't, she was just going to take a break, but she haven't, mentioned that she will start it back soon. So it just was amazing. It was just really the right time and yesterday to just hear, my pastor preach on the lesson and just getting back in there on the call, because like I say, I could study the word all day long for myself, but sometimes it's nothing like having a community around you that can really even encourage you more to just keep going with your study when you're trying to get back on the path, connect your rededicate your life up, get back and be closer to the Lord. So it was a really deep study. So it's like the message I got of was just, you got to really have your own discernment, and sometimes you just have to be very cautious of what people might say. And there are some people out here that can really, give a word, but you got to really make sure if this really the message that, really God have gave them to, send to you. Because like I say, anybody, that's another thing I learned too. Like I know my great grandmother used to always tell me, you sometimes have to pray for yourself. A lot of people always ask, to pray for me or keep me in prayer. I see sometimes, people might say it on the internet as well. And my thing is, even with that, we have to really be careful when we asking people to, speak over our life, because I say pray and pray and pray mean totally two different things. Like, you don't know if a person is really praying for you or if they're praying like negativity over your life. So also you have to really be careful on that as well. And I know everybody needs some words of encouragement and someone to talk to at times. So I just see a lot of things, and I don't, but then again, even with the internet, you have to be careful, because the internet can really expose a lot of darkness and evil when it come down to people. And so even with myself, like over the years since I've been on this platform, I try to even be careful. The things sometimes people take certain things out of context. It's like nowadays I just try to be careful how I say things. I'm learning even with the internet now, like you can be the most positive person or try to express some type of encouragement to help other people while you in your season of trying to get yourself together. People just run with everything, and they just it's just really sad that we're in this kind of where we at right now. But yeah, you really do have to be careful. I was sitting there, like I said, I had fed my fish. Your girl gonna have to really, I gotta wash my hair, y'all. This hairstyle is, cause see, when I tried to slick it, this hair been in for over, I feel like this style been in for like at least about 5 weeks. Yeah. She said, cause the last time I had got it done, I went back to my old beautician. And I'm gonna have to wash it today. Yeah, most likely today. And I had ordered. My hair came. I had ordered some more to look this hair. I was able to find it online a little cheaper than what I normally would pay for it. They had the hair. I call it a 27 piece. They had this hair on sale. Where I don't know if there was a sale or they're just the price they mark it down. I thought that wasn't bad. They had they had this 27 piece hair online for like I had ordered from a beauty supply store called Lock and Lovely. I remember ordering from them before, a little bit while back, when I had tried that crochet hairstyle with the goddess locks, the boho goddess locks, when you have the little locks and then the little curly strands hair. They had the hair already. I had did that style a little bit while back. Might have been over like 6 months ago. That was before I cut my hair. And so I had reordered, because when I got that hair, it was really cheap. I thought that wasn't bad. And so I ended up ordering 2 boxes of this 27 piece, and I paid like $8.95. I thought that was a deal, because most of the beauty supply stores here in Memphis, they charge like $14.95, even though that's not bad even. for $16.99 a box, just for one box of the hair. So I saw it. I'm like, man, that's a deal right there. So basically, I kind of got like 2 boxes for almost like, well, they, two separate prices, but 2 of the boxes for what the average price I would pay here for 1 box of the hair. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hair today and do it. I was trying to see that I want to go back to my beautician, but like I say, this week right now it's a tight week, because before you look at it, bills gonna be due again, light bill, rent, all that's right around the corner. So I just said I might just have to postpone my little maintenance for the beauty shop and just do it myself right now. Other than that, my morning was still morning for me. It's been starting out great. I ended up I just made my coffee. I haven't had no taste for no breakfast the last couple mornings. I've been fixing breakfast for me and my daughter, but I don't know, right now I ain't got a taste for nothing. But I did have some bagels left, and the girl got to get some I got grocery shop too, do a grocery haul, probably either tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. I just grocery shop tomorrow. I had little fruit items on my Aldi cart, and I'm gonna just get a fruit items check off. I just gotta stop back up on a little more meat and little stuff, like, cause I'm getting pretty low, very low on groceries. I have found this book right here. When I say this book was really good, I'm gonna I was intended to read a couple pages yesterday, and I don't know, I just began so distracted. I gotta do, which I feel like I'm doing better. I've been saying I want to try to go back into do more reading. So I think probably when I get through chatting with you, I probably going to read a couple pages and just kind of just read a little bit before I get on start watching videos and vlogs and stuff. Just going to read, try to prioritize reading, more books and stuff. But like I say, majority of the books I read them before. I just want, some of them were so good, like this one, Born to Win, and this the back of the author. I follow him. He's on my old IG page, my old Instagram page. Great author, great man of God. And I have been about this book. I think I bought this book probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even think I was even doing YouTube when I first bought that book, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, because I did used to do a lot of reading. I read more. And one thing I like about the covering of the book, he got Philippians 4:13. I could do, we already know this with me. I can do all things that Christ which strengthens me. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and read. I love the design of it, the sunset. So yeah, when I get through chatting with you, I'm gonna read that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything planned. Like far as the video far as the hair, I don't know. I might just include it up in this vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Yeah, because like I said, I do really need to. When it come down to my camera, I need to get a taller tripod for one. I need to probably invest in getting one of them little tall tripods with a ring light. That way, when I try to do hair videos of me doing my hair, I can give you all a better angle. But right now, it's kind of hard, so I probably just include that in this vlog. But like I say, we'll see. But most likely, it'll probably be included by because it's barely like it's time for it to get washed. But yeah, I just want to come in and start a new day off in a video.
Yeah. I just wanna say I'm proud of me. I came a long way, finally found my feet. It's been a crazy journey, but I'm grateful. I'm loving who I am becoming. I'm blessed and I'm thriving. I can't complain. I'm on a higher frequency. I refuse to let you mess with me. I'm protective of my energy and my time. Don't give it up too easy. I'm loving on myself. I realize how divine I am. My power lies
morning. How you all doing? Welcome. Welcome back to another day in this video. How you all doing? It is Thursday. Happy Thursday to you all. I was just sitting here, as you all see, I was reading, doing my normal studies, and I don't know how I had found, because I was trying to find some sticky notes because I have a habit sometimes I just kind of jot down notes in my Bible. I thought I had some sticky notes, but I guess I don't have any. So I was taking some notes in this, and then I had came across some stuff that I had wrote probably over a year ago. And what really stood out to me, that's why I tell you all, is, when you continue to just believe in yourself and know that anything is possible. I think I was telling you, I do a lot of journaling. And so, I just read this, like, it's really short what I wrote in here. It was like some little notes. It say, what it say? What did it say? It say, I don't remember what date. I didn't date it. I think I was just, this day, I was just writing down. Sometimes, like, when I go back and revisit, like, old notebooks and journals, I used to date stuff. I don't know, this particular day, I didn't even date. I was just writing, just coming down. But it said, anyway, I share this. It just to show you how, when you continue to trust the process and know that anything is possible, he'll come when you least expect it. I just come to you with my all. I pray that my finances increase in 2023. So I wrote this in 2023 because it's saying finance increase in 2023. I pray that I can find a higher paying remote job, which I still been searching for that part. I haven't came across that yet. Finances haven't really increased yet. I pray that I can get a house ASAP for me and my daughter. I just want to reflect on the last one where I say I pray that I can get a house ASAP for me and my daughter. And I look at now, I'm actually in my own, a place for me and my daughter. And when I say I felt that this was meant for me to, that this place was really meant for me to get, because prior to me looking for housing, I always, because I've been, the area I stay in, I've pretty much been in the area since I've been staying in Memphis. And I always say I wanted to be closer to work. Like, I wanted a home or, apartment, whatever, be more closer to work. That way it won't be as, to worry about how I'm going to get back and forth. But the thing is, this place where I'm currently at, both my jobs is like, 10, 15, like, I would say 10 minutes away if you're in a car. But the thing is, I'm truly grateful and blessed, and I always like to practice gratitude, because I know sometimes we can get in the era where, we look at what we might not have, and, and then what we do have, we don't probably acknowledge it a lot. And so what I'm learning now is to appreciate what you do have, because like I say, this door opened for me, and it's going on like 7 months now since I've been in this place. I moved in here in March. And I didn't really, like I say, I didn't really just, I think one of the queens that tuned in and followed, she said she really like how a place for her. I truly appreciate you, sis. And I know me and her was talking, and she was telling me she really liked how when I did the video about me moving, I didn't, because sometimes people, when something happened for them, before they can get in the door, they'll go, broadcast the journey or talk about it online before it actually happened. And what I did, I didn't want to really share it on, on my platform right then and there. Like, I already had got it. I just said, you know what, I'm a document, just vlog, and then, But the thing is, I'm glad that it's affordable. That's the main thing. Like, I mean, I can want to stay somewhere where it's nice, and like I said, it's a nice place for a start for me and my daughter. It's very affordable. I'd be at peace. But it just goes to show you, though, when you're in your waiting season, and I thought it was gonna be a gloomy day all day. I guess since I'm kind of sharing my testimony, I'm seeing the sun come out. I just find that kind of look wow, the sun, because I thought it looked like it wanted to rain. But it just when you appreciating the littlest things, and I thought about it, I said I was going, because I've been trying to figure out on my third episode of Coffee and Confessions what did I want to discuss. And I think I'm going to talk about, practicing gratitude and celebrate your wins. I think that's why I might go detailed in on my third episode when I talk about it. I really like low key need to work on. I might work on. We'll see, because I need to work on it. I need to work on that episode. Especially when I got like I say, today is another off day. I'm waiting on my schedule to be posted, but yeah, I might try to squeeze, probably work on another video, but I'm gonna see how much footage this be before I edit. But we'll see, because I have worked on anyway. Just trust the process. Know that anything is possible when you least expect it. And you all hear me, like I say, one of my favorite quotes, I have probably mentioned this plenty of times. When you trust in the Lord with all your heart, don't lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways, submit to Him or acknowledge Him, because in different Bibles it say different things, but they all mean the same. He will direct your path straight. And so, like I say, when I read that, it was funny how I'm like, dang, so I really wrote that in 2023, because I think this is a little book I had got, this probably, because I think I was telling y'all when I used to work when I have worked the events, the banquet events, we have a group come every year, my first job, and they always give out like little Christmas presents and gifts and stuff, like, whatever be left over, they give it to the staff. And I think I got this from there, and then I think a couple years ago, I don't know what happened to the little St. Jude one. I had one about this size with St. Jude. I can't find them. It might be packed away somewhere, but yeah, this one I can still take notes. But when I looked at that, when I opened it up today and I was going through, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to share this with them and tell them to, continue to trust God, despite of, the outcome of what's going on, because I feel like when you be still for a minute and you just, even though it's you in a place in your life where you might not understand, like, is things going to get better? It's going to get better. It's going to get better. I really know that it will get better. It just, like I say, sometimes we just don't understand, like, why it's taking long. And I think that's what I really appreciate, even with me, with my journey. I appreciate Him just showing me a different outlook on things that, like, I have no control over. So, when I wrote it down in that journal 3 years ago, because that's been 3 years ago, it's saying 2023, but I don't know what's the actual date, but I wrote, so 3 years ago, I was in a different space. But what kept me going so hard and just even, all this time, is that I always found peace. And I know I'm big on protecting my peace. Even at the other place, I always had this designated corner. Like I said, if you've been following me, you've been knowing, in my room, it was just something about the me being in this particular corner in the room, and I just felt like I gained so much peace at that time. And I think that would really help me, because what I learned, when you stand with people, you try to make sure you're being respectful, but it's a different vibe versus you living with somebody and you in your own. Because I just found that now that even in my own space, I know I won't allow, and what I put up with. Like, this is mine. I don't have to worry about, people coming and interrupting me, trying to do my reading, studies, and, even back then when I used to try to record, there goes somebody, hey, I got to cut the camera off. I don't have to do that now. Like, I could just talk to y'all, or, like, I find my mornings even now very peaceful, because I'm in a space where I have prayed for over the last couple of years that I wanted on, that I could call mine, But all I can just encourage you all is to just to continue to trust the process and know that anything is possible, because it's true. I remember a couple years ago when I was in college, I used to do the little work study. Work study is like a program where if you're a full-time college student, you're eligible for it. It's like you work, and make money while you're still in college. And so I used to they had like a place here called Boys and Girls Club of Memphis, and it's just basically like a little after school program for children. And I kind of miss doing that because, like I said, I love kids. I have met so many amazing kids at that time, but I never forget I was an art teacher, and I really that's what my godmother was telling me the other evening. We was on the phone. She was like, I really wish you can get back to drawing. Like, that used to be a passion of mine. It's like, when I say y'all I can draw, I used to can really draw. And I don't know, I think the next time I go to Walgreens, because I did been saying I want to get more into, get back into drawing and painting and stuff like that. I might try to find a sketchbook. Of Walgreens sell all that stuff. And try to get more back, because you just never know where you can build a career in and what you can make money at, make money doing. And it be the littlest things like talent. But the little boy, he was saying, he said, Miss Kanisha, I never forget, I can't, he said, what he say? I can't draw, I can't do that, because it was an assignment I had for them. I had them drawing. It was something I can't remember because it's been so long ago. Because like I say, I can't believe that next year will make 10 years since I graduated out of 10 years since I graduated out of college, and 21 years since I've been out of high school. When I say time is really, really flying. Time is flying, y'all. But he said, I can't draw. I said, so I took his little hand and I was trying to help him out. And I said, don't never say what you can't do. Say, I can do anything. Anything is possible, I can do it, And it take me back to even the quote, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And, a lot of people don't understand the quotes in the Bible they be really self-explanatory, but some of them is very, very deep to me, because if you apply them to your life, you just never know how they can help push you further in life. And that's how I've been feeling over the last couple of years, because like I say, the Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord, that's been a very powerful verse for me over the last couple of years, because like I say, I was directed to that even when I was in high school. Not high school, I'm saying high school, in college. So you just never know. You never know the plan he have over your life, and it's about speaking, giving yourself grace, practicing gratitude, and know that anything is possible. Anything is possible. I just know that, like I say, we live in an era now where people, they look at other people and they sometimes try to compare their journey or compare what they don't have because they see other people what they got. But I just learned this: what's meant for me is meant for me. Everything, you just never know what people had to go through to get to the things where they have. And then one thing I'm learning, it takes hard work to get a lot of things that you want. Like, nothing is going to be given to you. I was telling my daughter that yesterday. Like, everything that I ever wanted, I had to work hard for it. Like, anything I want, I work hard. Job, went over and beyond plenty of times. Did I ever get recognition on any one of them? No. But I recognize myself. Like, I don't have to let people dictate my greatness, or my what I'm good at. I have to think about that too, because I know we can be on these jobs too for so long, and you be one of your employers or whoever managers, whatever leadership to see the performance you give to the company. But I have thought about that too. I said, I'm not going to, I have made up my mind since over the last few years, even with the things I have even seen on the job, is that I just come and do my job, do the best I can, and get off that clock. I'm not trying to impress nobody no more. Only person I'm trying to live for is, you know, myself, of course, my daughter and God, you know. I'm trying to impress them, you know, not people that, you know, that can care less, you know, about me. So, but yeah, we just have to give ourselves gratitude. That's another thing. Practice gratitude. I meant to say give ourselves grace. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much. I think I'm gonna go on and probably start editing this vlog, this video, and so I can have it go live. I'm probably just gonna edit it and have it go live on just set it for a date. But yeah, I just want to come in and start another day off in this video.